What's up guys, Justin here with the CGEssentials.com, back with another Blender add-on tutorial for you. So in today's video we're going to check out Blender Kit, an add-on that allows us both access to models as well as a place to store our different models and materials inside of Blender. So let's go ahead and just jump into it. Alright, so one of the things that I always recommend when it comes to working with your models inside of Blender is to download as many models as you can instead of actually modeling them out yourself when it comes to things like context models and other things like that. So for example, if you've got like tables or chairs or anything that's going to go inside of your model, it's usually a good idea to download those rather than spending a whole lot of time modeling them unless there's something very specific that you need. Well, this add-on gives you access to a library of models, materials, and HDR files, as well as some other features that you can use inside of Blender. And so the cool thing about this is this is already built into Blender. So if you click on the button for Get Blender Kit on their homepage, this is pre-installed in Blender, so you can just enable it without having to download anything. So if we were to jump into Blender, for example, and do an Edit, Preferences, and if we were to look for Blender Kit Online Asset Library, so you would just check this box in order to enable it. And so then all we have to do is just log in. You do have to create a free login as a part of this, so you can just go to Blender Kit's website and you can just click on register right here in order to register to be able to access all of this. And so what's that going to do for us? What that's going to do is that's going to give us access to their model library right here. Now I will note that there is a free plan and a paid plan. And so basically this add-on gives you access to a number of both free and paid models. And you can sort by free or paid over here on the right hand side or the left hand side, so you can click on the button for free to sort down to the actual free models. But note there's a lot of architectural models in here that you can take a look at. So for example, there's a library of doors that you can download into Blender, and notice that you can do this directly inside of Blender as well. So once you get in here, once you've logged in and all of that, you can actually open up the Blender Kit menu on the right hand side of the page by tapping the N key, and you just want to make sure that you click on the login button and log in. But now we're going to scroll down to this find and upload assets, and what we can do is we can actually do a search inside of Blender Kit. And so what we can do is we can just search for something like, let's actually say sofa right here. So we're just going to hit the enter key and we're going to search. Well, notice what that's going to do is that's going to pop up a number of different options up here inside of Blender. And then all you have to do is click on them in order to bring them in. So notice how when I click on this gives me like a little loading window right here showing us that this is currently trying to load this into our model. But then we can just take the whole thing, and I'm just going to right click and select my objects. We can rotate that. We can place that inside of our model. And so the cool thing about this is, if you look at this, this has nice textures already applied and mapped to it, so it's ready for rendering out. So if we decided that we wanted to render this, this would look great inside of our scene. And so notice how what this did is this popped up a number of different what this did is this popped up kind of a window in here so that you can click on these and you can bring them down. Well, when you want to turn that off, you just click in here and click the off button right here. So let's see, you can also categorize this so the free assets show up first. And so you can check the box for free first. And that way, if we come in here, we do another search. So if we search for like chair, for example, what that's going to do is that's going to go through and that's going to search for chair in the library. And that's going to pop up the free options first up here. So you can access all of the free assets, but you can also access these other ones with the paid version. All right, so in addition, you also get access to the material library. So you can see how there's a number of different materials in here that you can download as a part of this free plan. So you can see how there's a number of different materials. There's also access to a library of HDR files, which is great, especially if you're looking for either like outdoor HDR files or more specifically for me, things like studio HDR files. So again, note that some of these are full plan, some of them are free plan. But like for example, this photo studio is going to be an excellent HDR file that you can use in order to light your models. So there's also brushes you can download. And so there's free and full brushes. I actually haven't played around with these. I'd really like to, but I just haven't done a ton with brushes in the past. So I'm super interested in this, but if you are looking for brushes, you can get access here. In addition, there's also some add-ons that come if you get the full version. So for example, this profiler add-on, what that's going to do is that's going to create profiles along paths. So there's also another add-on for a tabs interface, an add-on for creating cobwebs, and an add-on for optimizing face counts. So if you do go with the full version, there's some other things that come along with this as well, but this is an excellent free add-on in order to be able to access different things inside of Blender. So, and you can access all of those different things in here. So for example, let's say that we wanted to bring in some kind of a metal material. So we're just gonna search metal right here. And so you can see how this gives me all these different options. And then if you wanted to bring it in, you would just click on it and it's going to download that and bring that into your model. So then let's say that we were to just create maybe like a UV sphere. So we'll do a Shift A, UV sphere, scale it down, and we'll get it out of the way. Well, if we were to jump into our materials, notice how that metal scratch material that we downloaded is now going to be available to bring in. So you can bring those materials in really quickly using BlenderKit. So note that there's also an option in here to upload model files into BlenderKit. So basically what this does is this allows you to upload your models. So you would just click on the upload button, and then there's some things you would set in here in order to upload this model. So things like generating thumbnails, other things like that. And so the image this renders out is not ideal just because my body model isn't actually standing up. I suspect that has something to do with the direction my object origin is painting. So what I might do is I might just take a snip of the model, save it, and then I would just make sure that this is pointing to that location using this folder. But then there's an option right here to click on the button for upload model. And what that's going to do is that's going to upload that to your model library. Then you're going to be able to access that elsewhere. So I know with the Blender Asset Library coming up that this might seem like a feature that you don't necessarily need, but the cool thing about this is a cloud-based function that's going to allow you to access your models in the future from any browser or from any computer that has Blender on it. So it's going to be a really cool feature if you do want to access that from multiple computers and don't really want to mess with like shared file structures and things like that. And so if I was to click on the button for show my assets, you can see how that body model shows up in here. And so one other cool thing about this, if you do make your models public, you do a good job with them, for example, then you can actually get earnings through this as well. So basically what that means is as your models are downloaded and scored, if people are downloading them through the paid version, you can actually make some money back. So if you go to the Become a Creator overview, you can see how, scroll down below, there's actually a revenue share in there. So if you do want to make some money creating models, this could be a way to do that. So you can get payouts to buy your own subscription, donate to Blender development, or you can download or you can withdraw money based on that. So that is an interesting thing if you are looking to make a little extra money and you want to help with the model library of BlenderKit. So let's take a look at the difference between the free and the paid versions. So if you click on the subscribe button on the BlenderKit page, you can see how there's two plans, right? There's the free plan over here on the left-hand side that's going to be $0 a month. That's going to give you access to the freebie models, materials and brushes, as well as the ability to store things online, which we'll talk about in a minute. Or if you do the other plan, the plan on the right-hand side, the full version, you can get it for $5.40 a month if you go yearly, or $8.55 a month if you go month to month. And note that with my link down below, you do get 10% off. That is an affiliate link, so if you do decide you want access to the rest of those models, you can definitely do that through the link. But the free version is also an excellent version for getting some of those models inside of Blender itself. Alright, so that's where I'm going to end this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about BlenderKit, if you're using it. I just love having that conversation with you guys. If you like this video, please remember to click that like button down below. If you're new around here, remember to click that subscribe button for new Blender content every week. As always, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this. I really appreciate it, and I will catch you in the next video. Thanks, guys.